we did not get everybody out that we wanted to get out.
Right. Nathan Sales is a counterterrorism expert, and he joins me now. Nathan, I know you're saying that the return of Americans is non-negotiable. I understand that. But I have to tell you, that's exactly what is happening right now. We are negotiating with the Taliban. Are we going to have to pay these people to get our guys out?
Well, Stuart, it's appalling that we find ourselves in the position where this is even an open question. I think yesterday was a really dark day for America. The president's withdrawal has left hundreds of American citizens stranded behind enemy lines. And with all due respect to the White House, stranded is exactly the right word for this situation. And also, we're going to be in a situation where we don't have the military tools in the country to take our terrorist enemies off the battlefield now that this withdrawal is complete. And I want to be clear about who's responsible for this situation that our country finds itself in. It's not the soldiers and it's not the diplomats who are there on the front lines or were serving on the front lines processing this evacuation honorably in very difficult circumstances. This is on the White House. This is on the president. And it was only 2 weeks ago when the president said, we're going to stay until we get everyone out. Unfortunately, as we now know, that's not the case.
Nathan, according to a Washington Post report, the Taliban gave the U.S. a chance to secure Kabul, but our senior leaders turned it down. Why would they do that?
It's a great question, Stuart. I think it may have been simply too difficult to secure a city of 5 million people with the troops we had. To do it properly, you're probably going to have to bring in another tens of thousands of American troops. But what this does suggest is that the Taliban may well have been willing to play ball with us if we had told them we're going to need more time and we're going to need more troops on the ground in order to secure the airport perimeter, rather than leaving it up to Taliban terrorists to try and protect our troops. Or maybe we could have pushed the Taliban for the ability for American operators to leave the compound, go out into the city, and collect Americans who were at risk and who are still now stranded behind enemy lines. Unfortunately, we'll never know how that played out because the administration refused to budge from the arbitrary deadline and parameters set by the White House.
In your opinion, do you think that President Biden is up to the job?
Not if the past 2 weeks are any indication. I think what we need to hear from the president today when he speaks to the nation is contrition for the way this withdrawal has been so badly managed. And again, it's on him. It's not on our troops. It's not on our diplomats. And I think what we need to hear from him is a plan for getting American citizens out. Simply trusting to the goodwill of the Taliban is not going to do the job. Bribing them with pallets of cash is simply unacceptable. So, Mr. President, what's the plan for bringing our American citizens home safely?
Do you think he's calling the shots? We know that he rarely takes questions, and he almost always speaks from a teleprompter. Who is calling the shots?
I think the president's fingerprints are all over this bungled withdrawal and hasty and poorly planned execution. According to newspapers, his top military advisors and his top intelligence officials warned him that if you pull out, the government's going to collapse and we're going to be stuck in a very, very difficult situation. He stubbornly refused to listen to that advice. So I don't think there's a puppet master pulling the strings. I think this is the president's bad decision that he himself owns.
Nathan Sale, thank you very much for joining us today. Interesting
Thank you.
insight. We appreciate it, sir. Thank you.